Brown Baby Doll, and I'm coming today because many of you all have requested my views on the presentation of natural hair, how natural hair can be considered unprofessional by some people. I'm a professor, I'm a psychologist, I work in a predominantly white environment. I work in a field that's white male dominated. Right now, I'm conducting a psychological study from over 300 participants on their feelings about natural hair. So I'm not going to disclose what I found just yet because I'm hoping to get that information published. But what I have found that I will let you in on is that there are a lot of people wearing natural hair that don't necessarily believe that it is professional. There are others who wear relaxed hair that don't feel that natural hair is professional. And I've seen it more even just coming from people who are natural, who do not perceive their hair as the most professional way of wearing their hair. So let's go first off of fact. Secondly, let me go off my opinion now because I like to blast back on this one. Everybody got something to say about natural hair. In my opinion, whatever looks nice on somebody, let them wear it. Everybody don't have to be fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Everybody don't have to be whipped, dipped, and flipped. Everybody don't have to be weaved up to get up. Everybody has their own identity with their hair, and for me, I don't damn anybody that chooses to wear their hair any other way, even if it's not natural. It's got to be presentable in your walk of life. My walk of life is going to be different from yours, and it's going to be different from the setting that you choose to be in, or in the setting that you choose to work in, or if you go to school or things like that. So our experiences will be different. However, it doesn't matter the way that you wear your hair, because I've seen several people walking around looking like they should be an extra on The Walking Dead. I have come to understand, working my way through the professional world for the past 10 years, is that some people will like your hair and some people won't. I'm honestly very guilty of not really caring a lot about what other people think that my hair should look like, or what it should or should not look like. I find that, you know, styles can be unprofessional from anywhere, whether you're relaxed, whether you're natural, whether you white, black, Indian, whatever you are, you can be considered unprofessional. But I don't think that hair that grows straight from your scalp should be considered unprofessional, because it's the way that it grows. There's nothing else you can do about that. I've been natural over 5 years. When I first went natural, I had a lot of mixed feedback, because first of all, I had long permed hair. People really liked my relaxed hair, and I felt I hid behind it. But when I went natural, I found that people were, you know, even doubting their own hairstyles. I'm gonna be real here, and I'm gonna be honest. I did not get a lot of flack from my professional white colleagues. I got a lot of flack from other African Americans about my hair. My tribulations with my natural hair didn't even come from people who didn't look like me. In fact, I found that they were more interested in finding out more about my hair, whereas some of my colleagues that looked like me aren't as interested in my hair and felt that it was unprofessional, unpolished, and didn't look good. And I think that, you know, that has changed over time. And of course, you know, me being a young woman who likes to style hair, who likes to look nice, at first it affected me. It really did bother me, and I thought that nothing could look polished unless you had a straighter look or more European-esque look. And what I found was that's not true. This is how my hair grows. I prefer to wear my hair in updos because of my lifestyle, because I work, because I'm always on the go with my job, and because I'm always working out. That's why I choose to wear my hair in these kinds of styles. But I don't necessarily wear them because they're more professional, so to speak. I don't suggest that you walk up into your first interview or to the job and wear a BAA like Angela Davis. You might want to sneak that in there. And I waited a little while before I pulled my BAA out, of course. You know, you can't put it all on them at once. But you definitely can show who you are, be who you are, and be happy about that person, and look professional while doing it. And there's different hairstyles that are out there. There are different things that you can do. And you don't have to go by other people's definitions. We all have different textures. We all have different styles that we wear, that we rock.
It's time for another episode of Beautiful Brown Baby Doll News. It's time to take a walk down my memory lane. I can remember some of the craziest things that were said to me when I went natural. Can you relate to some of these things?
I remember people saying things like, "Girl, you bald wearing your hair like that, more power to you." What does that mean exactly? I heard stuff like, "Oh my God, I wish I could wear my hair like that, but I couldn't. I wouldn't wear my hair like that." I remember people saying stuff like, I mean, I guess that's cute for some people. I remember people saying stuff like, I mean, it's a lot of hair, like, what do you do with it? I don't know, comb it, brush it, wash it. I even had people say to me, like as I was coming through school, AKAs, because I'm a member of Alpha Kappa, I don't usually wear their hair natural. What? I mean, I've heard a little bit of everything.
Coils by Nature and Beautiful Brown Baby Doll are looking to come to your city. No city is too small. So in the comment sections below, let us know exactly where you want to see us. Also visit our Facebook fan pages, which I've placed the links to below, and let us know where you want us to come, spread education, talk in an intimate setting about all natural everything. I'm hoping to see you there. Let us know where you want to see us, guys. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Going natural wasn't about the Afrocentric sister power, good for you, Afro power, black love. It was more about my hair being healthier. And if that made a statement, then so be it. If that made a statement about me being more self-confident, more self-assured, more enthusiastic about the way that I looked and my individuality and expressing that, then that was fine. Everybody might have something to say about your hair that's negative, so what? Wear it how you like it. However, just keep in mind the place in which you have to adapt. I mean, when I go to work, I don't tend to wear my hair out too much. Not because I'm afraid of what people say, but sometimes I do not like the attention it gets. And if I'm in a place where I know the attention should be centered on someone else, or if I know that I'm going to a professional conference or something like that, I do wear something more polished. I'm not going to wear my hair straight. I put it in a bun, I put it in some twists, I do something different with it. Sometimes I find that even that still bothers people. So whatever your definition of professional is, you need to define that and don't let anybody shake you on your grounds of being a professional, natural person, no matter who you are. People's jobs and professions are a little bit more lenient on the way they allow you to present yourself. However, I think you should set your own standard, not just necessarily by your job. I know some people in more corporate America feel the need or stress the need to look a certain way. But I think you can be natural and still convey a very natural and nice look in the corporate America. For my job as a professor, people tend to be a little more laid back. They tend to have their own personal style. However, I still find that, baby, when you on that tenure track like I am, you still gotta watch the certain things that you do because people will talk about your appearance and things like that. So there might be that pressure to present yourself a certain way or look a certain way, but begin by making your own definition of who and what you are. And I can guarantee you that will help you 100%. And nobody else can define that for you. And this goes for people of all nationalities, races, and ethnicities. I actually met women that I work with as a professor that are white women who have curly hair that feel the need to straighten their hair to oblivion because they feel that other people don't like their hair as much when they've had curly hair. Me being natural like I am, being bold about my hair, wearing my hair the way I want to wear it, wearing it different from other people in my workplace, it gives other women self-confidence and self-esteem to be who they are, and also men. And I mean, if you looking like you are scared to wear the hair that you have, if you're looking like you're not feeling good about who you are, people aren't going to respect you as such. They're going to be able to associate with you problems with the way that you're looking. And the first thing they might attack is your hair, because our hair is usually our glory, right? I have walked up in places several times knowing my hair ain't perfectly right. But because I have the attitude, self-esteem, and self-confidence of a woman who is going to present herself no matter what, who's going to do my job, who's about that work, people respect me as such. And guess what? They think that my hair comes with the package. Obviously, it's doing something for me like Samson. Okay? It comes back to knowing who you are, what you want, what's your definition of professional. If you have experienced some kind of discrimination due to your hairstyle, talk about it down below. I'm also going to post on my blog about this. Make sure that you go to the blog. I'm going to make sure that I put the link below to the blog post. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. Peace.